Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Hello everybody and welcome back into the Dota 2 Canada Cup Season 7 group stages. Is Group D our last group of the entire group stages, as we are here with DrinkingBoys versus Digital Chaos, our second match of the day. These two teams going toe-to-toe to determine who goes up against Evernova S to make sure who gets out for the upper bracket. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mont. Joining me today, as always, on Moonduck TV. We have Lurker on stats. Of course, we had Electrodectus on the last set of stats. And we also have Mont Pax, the muse, the Mont to my Mont Pax, if you will. Trent from Canada himself joining us as we jump into the draft between Digital Chaos and DrinkingBoys. Trent, DrinkingBoys, a team not many people know of. Shank's obviously part of Void Boys a long time ago. Get over S ranked them as well. Digital Chaos, I'd say they have a pretty good chance at this one. Wouldn't you think?
Yeah, you might want to favor them possibly coming in, but I tell you, these DrinkingBoys, I've never got to cast one of their games myself, but they are some serious warriors. I know 4 of the 5 of them I believe played for the Shanghai Major Open Qualifiers, and they got knocked out by Elite Wolves. So, I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And they had to open qualify to get into this, and they made it pretty deep qualifiers as well for the Manila Major too, so you guys are coming to play. I'm pretty excited. It's kind of cool, right? You're an open qualifier team, you make it in here, play with some of the bigger squads, so they're definitely looking to impress right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is one of those games where if you play well and you lose, you're still feeling pretty good about yourself. Just because, and I wouldn't say that about like any other team other than Digital Chaos. Because if you look at the qualifiers for DC, and I saw a lot of their games, they look like one of the best teams I've seen in a long time in terms of American Dota. They didn't have any issues whatsoever. They played well. Everything went well for them, and I really just don't see any issues for Digital Chaos moving forward here. I mean, this is a top-tier team. Sox is one of the best roaming supports. Misery is a great captain that knows how to keep his team afloat. Weehaw's mid is freaking impressive. Moo is the next big offlaner right next to Universe, I think, in terms of American offlaners coming out. Like, you talk about DC until you are blue in the face, which is what I am doing now. I'm currently blue in the face. And I'm telling you that they are a good squad, and I think you probably agree with me, Trent.
People can't get enough of them, right? Very hyped up squad, get formed. You want to call it the depths of 8 for the roster lock. Things were looking a little bit scary for some of these players. Not sure where they're going to wind up. You know,
the death of NA Dota or something. I don't know what you want to call it.
Along those lines, but managed to get them under one roof. They got Sunsfan. And
they really did.
Just want to see them play. You know?
I don't know if they got Sunsfan. I think Sunsfan got Sunsfanned, and then I don't know. He somehow managed to swing all these players on his team, and it actually worked out really well. I don't know, man. That entire situation was just completely screwed up, because at one point everyone's like, "Oh, Fear and Smell are going over there. That's cool," and then it just never happened, and you're like, "Oh, okay, just kidding." Oh boy.
That's all right though. They made it to the major. Accomplished.
Yeah, that's the first time a Digital Chaos team has made it to the major, despite having really good rosters in the previous iterations of the team, and just underperforming pretty ridiculously.
It was probably the Slacks edition.
It must have been.
Must have been it. Well, DrinkingBoys, if you look at some of their games from the qualifier, one thing that they had in out of their Manila qualifier matches was the hit 4 out of 5 times. So not surprising that they want that thing out up nice and early. See what kind of interesting strats they want to be running that with. It looks like it was a core, so not like any 4-role jungling position for the most. Being an offlane either by itself or with some sort of a bit of roaming going on, maybe.
We should talk about the Timbersaw though, because I feel like that's pretty uncommon. It might, it was picked occasionally, I think, during the qualifiers, but it's not something I think a lot of people are used to. And why don't you bring us through Timbersaw a little bit and why it's good? I think a lot of that has to do also with being against strength heroes. But talk to us about Timbersaw, Trent.
I shall. Once I correct myself, it does actually look like they run this as a jungler sometimes, but maybe not. In fact, it looks like they actually junk Axe with Phoenix in the offlane, so I was actually told off. But anyway, talking about Timbersaw's in, man. Like,
making the hot thing.
We got all
the new hot thing.
Hero.
Yeah.
Time to go, man. Time to get that whirling death going. A little bit of anything that's doing like percent-based damage when you're off P and that sort of a route. It's gonna be handy in this meta. Your Phoenixes, your Death Prophets even might still be okay. About her little nerf thing, you are still picks. I don't know how well that's going, but she'll do all right. And then the Lifestealer. They got some very solid high HP damage going on.
The Naix Bomb, you get the Timbersaw, he chains in, you just infest out, or you even get a Blink Dagger for him. Not to mention relocate gang sort of thing with the IO on top of that. And Digital Chaos value this IO very highly. They picked it a lot with Weeha's Dragon Knight. It's going to be a little bit different now. Perhaps Weeha plays the Timbersaw mid. I don't know if that's actually going to be the case. Maybe it's like a dual aggressive offlane with like IO Timbersaw, then you do Witch Doctor, Lifestealer safe lane. You grab Weeha's mid. DrinkingBoys will pick up the Phoenix Axe combo, which is very popular. Tusk for a bit more defensive purposes. You can be offensive as well and help out the Axe and the Invoker to get a good call into Sunstrike combination. So DrinkingBoys have some combos of them for themselves. But like you talked about, these are all strength heroes, really, with the exception of the Invoker. So Whirling Death, it provides a lot of bang for your buck if you're Digital Chaos in terms of getting a lot of damage, in terms of losing all your stats, and that's very important. DC, I have to determine whether it's going to be a Weeha mid Timbersaw or Weeha mid something else. I think that's going to be the most important thing coming out here next for this draft trend.
Yeah, should be a mood Timbersaw. I know that he's pretty big on that hero. Likes to play it a lot.
He loves
dreaming or doing jobs. So
I mean, he plays like every hero, dude. That's
true.
The thing.
That's true. For DrinkingBoys, I'm definitely feeling some sort of like a mobile one right now. I would have loved that Queen of Pain themselves. I feel like even if it is with an Invoker, but
so
like,
good with the Lifestealer and whatever. There's so much good team fight. The one thing I'm really about is kind of lockdown for Digital Chaos. I feel like one disable a Tusk and against a Phoenix and an Axe. They have one disable. Okay.
Probably Weaver or Ember next.
My stream just crashed. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I still hear you.
5 seconds
I don't know why this happens, honestly, dude. Hopefully I don't go anywhere in the next, like, 5 seconds.
Reserve time.
You're still with me.
Alright, well, that was strange. My apologies for the delay. Like, it's gonna be down for 5 seconds, guys. That'll suck, but... It just, like, stopped, dude. I don't understand. Like, it literally just stopped. Like, my stream literally was just like, alright, we're not gonna do this anymore. Okay, it's down now. Cool. Fun. Fun stuff. God damn, dude. I'm sad.
Good internet, and they mock the Canadian.
Dude, your internet is not much better. Don't act like it's good. It's like not the best thing ever. So
I'm feeling
okay.
Maybe the Ember.
Don't pick Ember.
It's either Ember or Weaver.
I'm fine with not either of those. Actually, those both don't sound great. I mean, that they could pick it. They could win the game with it. I would still not like the choice. Maybe not. Slaughter is available. Oh, no, he's not. He was banned first. Just kidding. He's not available still. I don't know, dude. All right, that works, I guess. An Orchid Carrier. It does a lot of damage, obviously, with Searing Arrows not being magical anymore. So...
It's good for the Timbersaw, too, because it means that someone might have to help out Moo with there. It'll depend. It will be Clinks and probably the Tusk, like, hanging out there. I do think they are going to do this, like, Axling, especially because they are dire side. Should be relatively okay. You look at the heroes on Digital Chaos, they don't really have anyone that's intervening. So, maybe on the heavy damage of the Clinks and then Tusk is trying.
We'll wait and see how this does play out. I like DrinkingBoys draft. I feel like it's a bit, not cliche, what's the word I'm looking for? Gimmicky, kind of.
Yeah, it's a little gimmicky. I mean, anytime you're running a jungle axe.
Yeah, I think it's very gimmicky, and I feel like DC just are very comfortable in all these heroes. Like, we have Kyle loves Quap. Moo loves Timber. You know, it's not shocking that they are going to pick these heroes. I don't know, man. Maybe Getovas and DrinkingBoys have something to show me, but we already have lag from them. I think most of these players are Chinese Americans. I'm pretty sure because, of course, Shanks used to play for the old Void Boys. I know he's Chinese Americans. Getovas used to stand in for them too, so... I'd imagine most of these guys are Chinese Americans. They played together at least a fair bit. Like you talked about, they went through the open qualifiers. They almost got through the open qualifiers in the middle major, so...
Yeah.
There's opportunities here. But it's tough to bring down a squad like Digital Chaos, Digital Suns fan. He knows what he's doing.
All right, Juggle X. I don't know. This is interesting. What is Manta doing? He's got full gold. Server ward, so game there as fast as he can. Next plan of action is okay. Yeah, he's bringing his items now. He doesn't need sentries and getting that ward up as soon as he can.
That's
so
an interesting ward placement. You don't often see people TP just for that ward or whatever
no, it's
it was.
true. You wouldn't really expect that. Now you can see Moon nice and early, right? Trying to spot
I think
out.
he saw them. I think they pinged the fact that the Phoenix was over there. They'll drop the ward down for Sox, so that should have been scouted.
Yeah,
This
for
ward
sure.
down at the river should have seen the fact that Soxa placed that up in the high ground. This is a pub ward. This is a ward you see often in pubs. Like the ward. This is a ward I place down like in my own pub games, let alone like in a pro game. But Soxa thought, okay, well, we don't know where to place the wards. We feel comfortable putting it down there. That's fine. Not a big deal. I feel like Soxa is way better on a roaming position support, but whatever. He feels confident enough. Let him play that support, I suppose.
The battle begins.
I guess Misery's the IO player.
Worthy
It's gonna go, but
I
yeah.
think Sasa's played out before. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I have no idea.
Maybe
I'm
he's
gonna
feeling
find out.
lazy. I don't feel like doing.
I know
IO, man.
Mitsuru's definitely played IO a little bit, but I can't remember if there was any Soxa games of IO. They will counter this ward, by the way. Like we had guessed. Shanks, of course, is gonna come in and just get a easy 100 gold, a little bit of experience, 25 experience. Well, it's so much. He's rich. He's loaded. And the dual lane mid comes out. Weeha is going to just go to work on Get Over S and just make sure he gets CS. But there is going to be a Tusk roaming in. Cold Snap comes out. Weeha has no Blink Dagger. Ice Shards. He's in trouble already. He's going to get tethered up, so he's got the move speed. He might have to use a salve. He doesn't have one. Misery doesn't either. That is not a great start. They have to ferry a salve, but I think they just did. Yeah, already early on. Well, actually, they ferry out of the bottle for Misery, and then he gets the salve. It's actually the stop for Weeha. They're going to give it to him in a moment, and then he'll back up the salve, and they drop the sentry down. So that could have been almost really bad. That could have been first blood, but Weeha being a little too aggressive, not expecting the Tusk to come in. He'll rotate down towards bottom and put this into a off-lane Tuskar as they have a jungling axe, like you talked about. It's not really a 4 position, it's more of a 3 position because of where he is. I guess.
Yeah, this makes sense too. Like, yeah, she's off lane over the top. Phoenix is going to be doing a much better time at trying to harass out early levels before he uses too many points on the reactive armor. Any hope of keeping Sakula farming pretty well, right? Like, searing arrows can only do.
Well, we're going to jump back into the game here. And Moo is going to get hit up by Searing Arrows. Sakula is doing a good job of zoning him out, but he has 3 last hits to Moo's 3 as well. That's actually a great stat line. Shout out to Kesha. What an artist.
There you go. So he's not doing too well, I guess, in 6-point.
Uh-oh. Get Over S has to use his Tornado. Overcharge coming through. They should have another stream here in a moment. Actually doesn't have it skilled up. He only has Shadow Strike. Blink and look for that kill in 5 seconds, but nah, not probably worth it. And, well, Dire, they're going to grab out that rune top, and it's going to have to be Misery gathering back to mid to make sure he stays alive. Shanks comes through, walks through that sentry. They see him there. He knows that. They're going to drop a sentry down. Probably Ice Shards coming in. Misery in trouble. There's the MP. Everyone rotating over from Getovas and DKB. They find the first blood. Weeha had his blink ready to go, but they lose out on Misery. So that is a heavy engagement. They rotate just about everybody. This is going to leave top lane open for Moo to go to work on Sakula. He's going to try to do his best. He doesn't have his Rolling Death. He's got really good reactive armor, but there's a lot of creeps hitting him, and the Searing Arrows now coming out too. It's a very interesting play.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at like that rotation mid, it basically gives this much map. I think they're just getting so much extra stuff. There's nothing down here for the Dire side at all. Shanks comes back and trying to get level 3, but risky proposition. Resolution's pinging him out.
Resolution has like skill points waiting to be saved up. He's like, yeah, I can go on you. Ooh, snowball way actually saves his life. It was on the creep that
last
just
creep.
Yeah, the creep was barely alive. Go to S, cold snap coming through, blink forward from Weehaw available in 5. There's going to be the regen up. The Shadow Strike won't bring him down because of the usage of the Tango as well as the Invoker's Quas regen. Just so close to killing him every time. Sakula is just going to work on top lane enemy, or rather, Mu is going to work on Sakula top lane as he's getting the Sun Raid up. He's going to avoid some of the Sun Raid damage, realizing the turn rate is not great for Phoenix. Just trying to hit him the entire time. He's like, God damn it, I'm so close. No.
Who put on a little bit of a show up here?
Mu's styling. He's got 11 last hits.
The pink light show courtesy of Mantu going. Dancing around.
There's lasers everywhere. Yeah, he's feeling good. I think DC have they've had an abrasive, a little bit slow-ish start for who they are, but they're not doing poorly by any stretch at all. Call. We will pick up the haste rune. He's fine. He probably could go on Mad, actually. I think he's going to. He's a haste rune. He's Blink Scream. Mad is probably in trouble. I think that he just goes for this kill. Walks up to the high ground, misses the call, doesn't even use it. Another Shadow Strike coming out. Blink Scream at this point. I think that's what you do. Yeah, and Weehaw gets the kill. He'll look for Mansuits too. Wee's just being aggressive. He's got a bottle up in the meantime. He's got a Fairy Fire, a bottle again. Go back in. You see Shanks as well as Mansu. Shadow Strike, I think, was dodged. Fairy Fire comes out. He's got the tether coming in. His misery's here now. And Shanks is like, I was not expecting this. Last Shadow Strike tick, they're going to use the Tornado, and he might give up the kill to get Overas. But we just pick up a double in the meantime, styling on Drinking Boys' side. And this gives so much room for both Mu as well as bottoming for Resolution, who's 36 CS now. Dear Lord.
Under attack.
Alright, we maybe getting a little bit clowny there.
I mean, I guess when you're playing against a team you rarely know and you know is maybe a tier below you, you're not really concerned. Not to put anything against Drinking Boys, but this is a very tough matchup for them.
Yeah, I don't think they'd fault you for that one. So, Matt, like, game must just be on Matt, right? On this the axe. What are you gonna do? You gonna get this blink dagger and we're just gonna work? Is that the plan?
Well, I mean, he just died, so no, that's probably not the plan.
Oh, Moo's under tower up here.
He like dove for a second. If he had dust, he probably chases for this kill. He wants Mansu instead. Good Icarus dive though. He's just running amok now. They have to force into the rotation coming out from the Tusk, who's just bottom a second ago. Snowball will come in. Matt's here. He actually might get called. Ice Shark misses the Timber Chain, but they can't get around. Now the Chakrams gonna go. He's still in trouble. He's got to sell it. The Sun Ray's not quite there. Matt's close with the call. He's pretty fast with the Tranquils. Even if he gets the call, I don't think he gets this kill. He realizes this and he backs away. That was awkward.
This is the rarely seen 0 damage. Oh, rune. Oh, he gets it though. All right.
And he gets the snowball. Misery in trouble. He's probably dead. But Get Over S is probably going to die for this. Yes! There you go, Shanks. Weeha's still probably going to get Shanks. I mean, it's not the best trade. It's okay for Drinking Boys, but they are starting to lose ground very quickly. It's 2,000 net worth advantage at 6.5 minutes here, Trent. And it gets worse as Resolution has almost got his armor. In fact, he's pretty much got it now. He's the Helm of the Iron Will, I think.
Oh yeah, there's a life stealer.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. I think that's kind of what's going on over there for the Drinking Boys too. Like, oh right, that guy.
That hero we need to gank. Oh, we're not ganking him. Okay, well, that's unfortunate.
I gotta say, this Mu build is like hilarious though. By the way, tag up as Mu.ztalk. Kind of cracking me up.
He had that during the qualifiers, and I kept calling him Z-Talk, and everyone's like, dude, that's not Z-Talk. And I'm like, shut up, I know.
3 points of reactive armor. Alright, well, I mean, when you're just drawing attention top and you don't really think you're gonna be able to see kills on a Clinks or a Phoenix doing Invis run away.
He also has an infused range drop too. He's just like, if you hit me with any spells, you're going to not have a good time. It's not going to do anything for you. They're gonna gank him, they're gonna snowball up, and this might be the first big kill coming out for Drinking Boys. They're gonna get the call off, and they have the steering arrows, but they just don't do nearly enough damage. 3 points. They actually maxes out the skill of reactive armor, and now Mad is in trouble. Luckily, the Ice Shark blocks his path, but Sakula is like, I need to Shadow Walk away. Mu is a menace. Meanwhile, Weehaw comes in and gets the kill. He rotates all the way up there. And now Shanks is getting chased down. He's got Snowball. He'll probably have to use it. Sticking the tower. The tower's not doing anything. It's 20 reactive armor stacks. Sitting at 32, 33 armor. Are you joking me? Weehaw might actually die. Cold Snap. Tornado will come through. He's in trouble. Blinking at the true line. The last right click comes out, but Mu's still running amok. And he's still trying to find his first big kill. He's got Arcanes in 3 if need be. Can't save his Weehaw teammate life. But he can, however, still be Godzilla up in the top lane. I mean, they're sending everybody to... Mansu's up here now. Everyone's up here to gank him with the exception of Matt, who just respawns and he goes down bottom or whatever he did.
I'm sure Resolution, like, isn't even looking at his hero this game. He's probably just A-clicking and laughing. Seeing all the shenanigans going on from the rest of the team.
I mean, does he really need to look at his hero? Is an armor coming out? Like,
look at Boo right now. He's got... What does he have to? Plus 32 armor again right now. 20 full stacks.
And he has infused rain. Oh, well, this is pure, so it doesn't matter, but... I mean, it's not doing any damage to him. It's like, what, level 2 Sunray? He doesn't care, even though he's a strength hero. Mansu's gonna have to sacred step. Like, this is absurd how much space Moo is making. He is literally Godzilla in this top lane. He is some sort of kaiju. He cannot be stopped at this point in time. Moo.Ztalk is just... I don't know. He's having a pretty fun time. He's gonna have Misery to help him out too. They can relocate gank in a moment once he's level 6 in the Isle, which is gonna be a little while. Oh, they have an infest bomb.
Yeah, they have a little surprise here.
Did not know that, and they're probably gonna find 2 heroes if they wrap around on Shanks as well as Mad. Yeah, they should see this sword. They're probably gonna go mid on to get over.
Wow, this is gonna be quite the surprise right now.
This might almost be bad. Weehaw knows this is trouble. There's gonna be a jump out. They can't get the call. Looks like they mistimed it or something. And they're going to infest out. Now they're going to open Moon. Shanks is not having a snowball. And he's going to be the sacrifice for the cause. Right click, Mansu. Oh, the cast will hit up. Got Icarus dive. And he stops it instantly. That wasn't on his, that wasn't of his own volition. I think that gets him killed because he misclicks his Q button. I think he spammed it instead of actually just hitting it once. It's awkward. It looks like that anyways.
Sure.
I don't think he got stopped by
anything. It might have been a cast, but I didn't see the stun animations.
Well, it didn't bounce back, did it? I thought it just bounced to him and then it just stopped.
Yeah, I didn't notice.
Either way. DC are starting to push down this tier 1 tower. They're getting the tier 1 tower toppled. This is all happening. I don't know, man.
And more important news, Moo has gotten a second point in Timber Chain. Damage, it's finally coming out. He did go stats, guys. Don't worry. Ready to actually try and kill some people and not just stand up here.
Even if he went stats, I would have been like, that's fine. Because he's so tanky that it doesn't even matter. Like, as long as he's the one that's like... He just took this tower by himself, by the way. Ooh, the glyph comes out. He knew it. He's timing it. This is really tough to time, I think. Oh, he gets it. Nicely done by Moo. Moo God. M God himself. Well, the other M God. Gonna get called by Mad, maybe? Nah. Mad's like, I still need this Blink Dagger. He's having a rough time. This is awful for DrinkingBoys. What?
Oh, yeah.
6,000
all
net
his
advantage
goals
for
unreliable,
PC.
too. Trolls for Mad, like no kills or anything like that. So when he dies, it's death cost every time. That Blink Dagger is just like, bye-bye.
Yeah, Moo really wants to solo kill him probably, but it's just not going to happen. He has his full soul ring coming out. Means that his arcanes will be coming shortly thereafter. Or not his arcanes, excuse me. His bloodstone will be coming shortly thereafter. Invoker is doing okay. He's the 4th in net worth, but I mean, you have Quap, you have Lifestealer, and then Moo's not that far behind. You take one good fight if you're DC and you're in a good spot, but now, relocate coming in, they're going to try to pop Socula. Sonic Wave comes through, they need one more whirling jet to get this kill, and Moo's actually getting cold step, you can't bring him down. They lose the axe instead. Sunray coming out, Misery's going to relocate back here in just a moment. He has the Blightstone on him with the armor reduction from, I think it was Socula, but they can't get the kill. And so it turns into a 1-for-0 exchange. It looked like it was going to be a bigger fight than that, but level 1 Sonic Wave doesn't do enough damage for Weehaw. So they only end up getting 1 kill.
Yeah, if that EMP doesn't hit on the Moo as well, obviously going to be a much harder. Draining him of his mana, he's just like Bristleback, just doesn't do anything about it, so. I can continue that, you know, really helping through some of these mid-game fights, trying to get some bigger items up onto their forest, because with all the farm going on, they're well behind. You'll get that net worth chart. Oh, that's rough. Queen, Lifestealer, Timber, and then...
Squinks has got nothing because there was Timber in his lane. Blink call, Weehaw in trouble. This might be the first big kill. They dunk him and Axe gets it done. That should provide. Well, he already had his Blink Dagger and it's dead Weehaw for 35 seconds. Nicely done. Stops him from getting that early Orchid.
Alright, signs of life.
Yeah, signs of life at this point is how I would describe it, for sure. Resolution's gonna have an SNY here pretty soon, or probably an SNY. He's gonna have his full Son, finish his Yasha, and then at that point I'll then armlet Yasha at like, what, 15 minutes into the game? That's disgusting. They're gonna look for blinks though, and I think DKB probably smoke up and look for another initiation with this blink dagger.
That's all they can really do too. Like, man, it's time to go. Gotta find more heroes. They need, like, if they run into Moo, they need absolutely everyone there to kill him. I don't even know if they can kill him. It's all max armor build.
Probably not. With a Sun Ray and steering arrows and counter helixes because of pure damage, then yes. Is Mantu dead? Yes, he is. That sucks. Sox has a Ghost Scepter already. He's just showing it off at this point. I'll take the tier 2 tower bottom. Weeha's respawned. He's going to have his Orca here within the next couple hundred of gold. Ghetto Bass is struggling to just try to find a Midas at this point. So the timing is there for DC. It is not there for Drinking Boys. Sakura will scout out Clinks, or excuse me, Sakura will scout out Moo. So he picked up a Blightstone and then he picked up an Oblivion Staff. He's like, I'm going to go for Desolator. Just kidding, I'm buying an Orchid. Okay, there it is. That's what I'm getting. But here's the gank. Can they kill Moo was the question you asked.
This is a good step.
Tornado. They're using their stuns correctly, and he's just dead. Sonic Wave comes up, they relocate in. And now Misery is caught in a bad spot. They're going to dust him up, and he's going to go down. Now the Death Ward coming out. Great cast, looking through. And then he has to pop the Ghost Scepters. The open moves will come out from Resolution. They'll grab 2 kills via 2-for-2 exchange. Weeha jumping forward, looking for more, but the Axe is able to blink out in time. That almost could have been a lot worse for Drinking Boys, and I think because of the fight, they get the better end of the trade. They get about 400 extra gold. It's not much, but it's something.
Yeah, anytime you this far down, always looking for that even trade. What a hilariously defensive item build, too. Just go Scepter first for Saksa. No Arcane Boots, no Urn. Trying to get him to a Glimmer Cape or anything kind of fun. He's just like, I have to go Ghost. I will be the boring hero while my IO buys. He has his bottle. He's I have to go for a mechanism next. But that's what you gotta do. It only took 4 heroes to kill Moo. Didn't need the Phoenix.
Oh, thank God for that. Yeah, wow.
That's good. All 4. And I mean, the thing is, like, every time you're gonna jump them, they're gonna relocate in it. You have to heavily outnumber them. They're gonna whiff that one. Pressure Drinking Boys.
You can do this. You're gonna get a blade belt soon for the Axe. That's when you win the game. That's the time. Maybe. Probably not. SNY fully completed for Resolution. His damage is kind of nuts. Moo has got his Bloodstone and about a couple hundred gold. There's everybody over here from Drinking Boys. They are smoked up. Mad the only one that is not. There's no Radiant Observer Ward, so there's no vision, and Moo's playing very far up out that vision. And he'll back together with the rest of his team. As Saksa is mid, he's the only one that's not there, ready to party. Dodge placed down on the ground here to make sure they get vision of Moo. And they'll back out, and after, well, they don't really need to invade the jungle anymore. They've gotten the tier 2 towers. They're sure they can get some wards down, but there's no real need for them to go for any further objectives top lane. Instead, they're going to look for mid and go to the S, and they actually have the Invis rune on the Quap. She can scout things out. There's no sentries or anything, and get over S is probably going to get jumped on here.
That's the thing. Like, if they just even work it up, where these fights are going to look so drastically different. EMPs just clutch every single time in order to make any of these fights seem possible for Drinking Boys, and
they infest him, yeah.
That back line. Oh, jeez.
If they had a Blink Dagger on Moo, it'd be even better, but he wants his Bloodstone first. He's not gonna... I mean, he'll get there eventually. And Weeha's probably gonna jump in right now. He's thinking about it. They're pinging on him. Vision-wise, yeah, he's gonna go for it. There's the Orchid up, and immediate all action. Good job, but here's Moo jumping in. Death Ward, Supernova not saving anybody. And DC blow up 4 immediately in that fight. Moo came in, and sure there was the call on to Digital Chaos' Wii and Resolution, but Moo comes in and does most of the damage with the Chakra and Whirling Death. And that's just a great fight that'll provide them some tier 3 chip damage, if not more.
Yeah, that's just flawless execution. I mean, if the Invoker's not in that fight, he gets Tornado EMP off, possibly the egg goes off, things can start to go wrong.
The egg did go off, but it did not do well.
Yeah. They're fine.
DC are showing themselves why, or showing everybody why they are the Manila Major American Qualifier winners. They're just running over Drinking Boys now at 17 minutes in. There's a 10,000 net advantage, and they are trying to go for this melee racks. Rage comes out, Tornado MP will catch on to 2. Resolution really wants this. He's going to find it. Walrus Punch is going to try to slow him down, and actually he's in trouble. He's got infest. Call will go, but it misses out, and Moo jumps in. He gets the infest off. Shakes will fall. They can infest out if they want Mantis. They don't need it. Sakula's here. Shadow walking in. Won't find anybody, and Nad's going to get chased down. Shot from. They're diving tier 4s. There's the Rolling Death, and Moo is going in with Resolution jumping out with the infest. And they will find themselves a full set of rats At 18 minutes into the game, Trent, this is looking pretty awful at this point.
Yeah, I mean, Resolution, like, look at this, just put a stat there where he has a combo of the armlet with the fly a full minute faster than anyone ever has, but farmed for like 12 minutes or something.
He was
just
literally,
sat bottom.
he had free farm, literally.
Yeah, total
he had
free farm. I don't think he saw an enemy hero.
No, I don't think so. Maybe the Tusk was down there occasionally, but that was it. So that's about as bad as he gets if you are DrinkingBoys.
Well, Saki was looking for a quick pick here, but oh, they will get Misery. Okay. Dota helping out.
I put the replay buffer on a little too soon. Now I can put it on. Let's do that again. There we go. I mean, just look at this. They walk in, and Moo just like, listen, I got you, Resolution. No worries whatsoever. Fine. The chalk room, Mad gets caught, he dies. Hey. Disaster strikes again.
And now they're just so rich over DC. I mean, Wee's just sitting 3,800 gold. He can just buy the BKB if he
Buy the
wants.
Bloodthorn, man.
Buy the Bloodthorn, go crazy. Not really a super necessary. Actually, yeah.
Probably.
One out.
I think if he's having money, he buys Bloodthorn. If not, I don't know. Bloodthorn's not the most fun item, actually. Yeah, alright, he would be.
How boring.
Boring, game-winning item. And then there's another item coming out where, yeah, it's Rezo has his Desolators, so.
That'll help with their push, too. Because they're not exactly the best. They're able to get that mid one with 2 fight rings.
Mad goes in, he's getting the counter, he looks procs. Look at that damage they have to get off the Orchid levels as well as the Sunray, but Moo's too tanky at this point. He will maybe go down to the Soul Burn, at least down a little bit further. He'll have to regen up with the Bloodstone as well as his reactive armor. He's going to get tethered up and healed that way, too.
Shanks.
He was looking for something, and instead he's going to be the one that's looked for. It's best out and pops the stick charge and only saves his life for a moment longer. His Resolution continues to just pound flesh at this point with his Lifestealer. His Armlet, his Deso, and his SNY. His damage is absurd. Roche, not an objective they needed until right now, 20 minutes into the game. One way to get this game over and done with is by taking Roche, getting an Aegis, getting a team fight. And I imagine that's what they're going to be looking for here for Digital Chaos.
Yeah, not exactly the best Aegis taking lineup for the most part, but they've got the Lifestealer, which is always fantastic. You can just him, and then he also just bought Desolator, so much
so
like
far
taking
ahead.
Buildings, shouldn't be too hard for them right now.
They're so far ahead, this shouldn't be hard at all. It shouldn't take like 20 seconds. Watch how quickly this dies. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, and the Invoker has to go for a frickin' 4-staff of all things just to stay alive. I even think that's going to help him in a lot of situations. Well, I guess if he's Orchid and he doesn't get disabled, he should be okay.
Yeah, he can't afford anything else this fight anyway, so... The Yules, yeah, that would be kind of nice, right? But I suppose if he throws himself up in the air, he's just going to die to their move, the other number of heroes when he comes back down, so... Potentially, maybe some sort of aggressive ports on the backlines and spray, perhaps, but... This is more where they want to...
Yeah, you need to be back here, or maybe even back here. And if you're back here, you can't defend your racks, so... 2-3 tower even. Force forward. They were looking to force flank. Now the DKB goes to silence is up on the back. He's just like, I was not expecting this. Supernova comes out, and Resolution's too busy dealing with at least a touch, but he still balls up and will actually say, you're on your own, Mr. Phoenix. Well, Genovas is one of the last to live. And they have protection, they have plenty of it, and they're going to find that kill easily. With 4 dead now and DrinkingBoys, the only survivor, is getting chased out by Moo. Shadow strikes Sakula. He's the hard carry. He's not carrying hard enough for his team to survive and stay in this one. They'll lose the full tier 3 instead of racks. No buybacks being available for DrinkingBoys. Their death timers are relatively low, but I imagine GG will be coming out here anytime soon here for DrinkingBoys. Trent. There it is.
There it is right there, yeah. Again, just really great execution. Yeah, they're way ahead. Still playing them really clean. With the BKB now up on Wii, you don't need to prioritize the Invoker anymore, so instead pick it up on the Axe. Only guy who's going to be pierced is the BKB, right? Take him down, and then the Invoker's the PK because it's that big, nice 10 second. Finishes him off while he tries to combo up the rest of the squad, so... DC! Good.
Shocking. The squad that
Who would've
qualifies
thought?
for minimal major is looking good at this point. 22 minutes into the game, and they take an easy GG with no deaths on socks or resolution. Resolution didn't even really see an enemy hero until about 10 minutes of the game.